Wait. All right, we are live. What is up, peeps?
How's
How are
everybody doing?
things? What's up, Rolo?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm fine, man. Life is, it's actually pretty solid. So before we get started on, any of our topics, I don't know how long it's been since you've been to the Oxford Valley Mall, but Liam and I went there yesterday, and I could not leave without copying him. This is really, really sick. This is a Batman
That's
and
pretty
Hush
sweet.
Funko Pop, bro. Yeah,
That's
man.
pretty
It's dope.
sweet.
It's dope. But we have a really great jam-packed show.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the recent episodes of the Bad Batch. We're going to talk about our expectations for Mando season 3. We're going to talk about the way that Ant-Man drastically failed, and then
I wouldn't say drastically, but it's just
it didn't do
kind
well.
of proved one of our points from last week.
Yeah, and we are going to start with the Alec Baldwin controversy. I'm going to put it into the chat here.
That's what we're starting with?
Yeah, man.
Oh, dude, I'm going to tear this one apart.
Okay, so I don't know exactly.
I hope everybody who's listening has had a good one this week. I hope everyone's staying happy, healthy. Going to school, not too much schoolwork though, I hope. Not too much work.
Share my screen. There we go. Share screen.
Yeah. Hanging out. Playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Word?
Like all you anti whatever people that you are, all you bigots playing Hogwarts Legacy. No, game's awesome. And I hope everybody seriously should try it. If your kid has it, watch your kid play some of it, or try and play some of it. If you have it, you already know how good it is.
All right, brother.
I can talk about Hogwarts Legacy forever, but I don't want to spoil stuff.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. So, can you see what I've got?
Yes, I can.
Up here.
Rust prosecutor said gun enhancement for charge was wrong. Alec Baldwin's lawyers say. Okay.
All right, so let me. Damn ad. Let me.
For the Spotify people, they're just like, what are they doing? No, we have articles pulled up.
We're gonna try to get video up for you guys too. Because
March 8th, Spotify is adding video for everybody, so I'll be able to put all this stuff up there. Roman will be able to put all this stuff up there.
A New Mexico prosecutor said that Alec Baldwin was incorrectly charged with an extra penalty in the Rust movie set shooting case, according to the actor's lawyers. Prosecutors have since dropped the firearm enhancement for the charge, which would have brought a potential 5-year sentence. Baldwin still faces involuntary manslaughter charges with a possible 18-month prison sentence. That's wild, bro. That's actually crazy.
So he's either getting 1.5 years in prison or he's not. But either way, he should have parole of some kind.
He's definitely gonna get he's definitely gonna get a slap on the wrist. Like, he's gonna be told, just do not do it over again.
Dude, all right. I know Ryan's gonna make a video on this one because because I saw he's been covering this since the beginning. So yeah, that's coming. That'll be a good one. But it's ridiculous because I don't know if you like Alec Baldwin or not, anybody who's listening, but after some of the things that happened with all this, and I mean, either way, he killed a woman. The whole situation is messed up and tragic, but the most tragic part is that she's dead.
Yeah.
And, she left her family, and that's messed up. And either way, you killed somebody. I think you should get some prison time or something. I don't care how rich and famous you are. Even the top of the top should be able to go to prison.
Yeah. And it just pisses me off the fact that, because I kind of figured, I knew something was.
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew.
Yeah,
I hope he gets that 1.5 years at least.
Yeah,
Give him
but
something, yo.
and it's like I don't want him to go to jail for like life, but like I mean, he should have gotten the full thing. Like instead of a year and a half,
Give him like
that's really nothing to him. If that was you and me, we would have gotten the full sentence, and then you know,
100%.
yeah,
Unless I
like
was like a 4-year-old at the time. Like,
yeah, no, but like I'm saying, if we were like our age now and we like couldn't pay for like the world's best lawyers, we would
right.
definitely get like the 5 to 7 year sentence.
Oh, for
That,
sure.
but now him, what does that even mean that they had the gun enhancement drop charged? Are they trying to say that like he didn't know that the gun was jacked? I don't get that. That literally does not make any sense. It's so stupid.
Hold on. We have technology.
Yeah. Gun enhancement. Yeah. I don't know what. Law is
I
complicated.
guess I it doesn't really say exactly what that means. I need to ask my I need to ask my lawyer friend. Shout out. Can't
Yeah.
this.
So
Just I need to get in the Discord and be like, yo guys.
it's obviously something that like carries like a lot of weight though.
I'm sure someone's gonna comment on this video and be like, he'll comment on this video and be like, did you text me? And I'm sorry guys, we're young and dumb.
But
Not like that,
like well like the thing is though, it obviously is like a pretty big charge, because if it was not a big charge, then like he literally went from facing a possible 5 year sentence to a year and a half. So
he should have gotten the 5 years, I think.
Who knows if he's even going to be found guilty now? Like it's.
Buddy, but here's the thing, whether you like him or not, and he's always been a scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like reported for years that on sets he's an ass to people all the time, like raging ass.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that he said after the tragedy happened on the set of Rust, like flipping it back as if he's the victim, it was just like, to me, quite disgusting and almost inhuman to do that.
It feels to me, and I think that we mentioned this when we talked about it like a few like episodes ago, but
yeah, when we found out what the charges were.
Yeah, but like it felt like after he talked about it, it felt like he had not that he didn't have like remorse, but he was making it more.
It was fake. It felt fake.
Yeah.
He had remorse because he had to have remorse because the cameras are rolling.
Yeah. Something tells me that he really doesn't care. And
exactly.
And that should like definitely be.
I get that sense that he does not even care at all.
And so like that is the part that bothers me most, is that like who's to say that if he were to go on to like another set and he like makes it toxic and then something happens, that something worse will not happen a second time.
I know. Like, I wouldn't have him on another movie set.
No.
Ever. I know we made that joke a couple weeks ago about that, but I don't. If I was a director, no way. You're never coming on my set, dude.
No.
At this point, excuse me. So there's this thing called like Hollywood superstition, right? So like they say that the Darth Vader role was cursed. You know what I mean? Like as a joke, like things happen with Robert Prowse, and then you see like what happened to young Anakin, and then you see what happened to Hayden Christensen, Jake Lloyd, and then you see what like Hayden Christensen's career went away. Jake Lloyd ends up getting schizophrenia, unfortunately, which is a horrible thing to deal with, especially at that young age. And
it's terrible.
Prowse gotten like I forget exactly what happened. I know him and George got in a massive argument though at one point, and like he never showed up to Star Wars Celebration ever again or something. It was weird, but that's like a strange one. Or like there's other stuff, but now he's gonna be one of those superstition things that like don't have Alec Baldwin on your set or else someone's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was a director, I mean I'm not like extremely superstitious. You guys know I love like the paranormal and stuff. Like I just find it interesting. Mostly like uh a little bit off topic right now. Mostly like ancient civilizations and UFOs and a little bit of ghosts in there, maybe Bigfoot from time to time. But like, dude, we could talk about this stuff like for hours. I really want to do like a whole episode on that at some point, either on
That'd
my
be fun.
channel or somewhere else. But because it's just fun, to talk about. But that's definitely going to be something that if I was a director in Hollywood, I'd be like, no way, I'm hiring him now. Someone's gonna die.
Yeah, it's like, because like he was like in charge of that movie though, right?
He was a producer on it, I believe.
Oh,
Which
so
means he also hired the woman
yeah,
who like got all the guns ready.
that should be case closed there. That should just be the case closed because he hired her. So
him and the director hired her. But yeah, the director got shot though.
yeah,
The bullet like shot them both.
yeah.
I don't know. There's people out there that have a whole conspiracy about this. I don't subscribe to, but they're like, he hired her. She gave him the gun on purpose with a loaded bullet in it. Like, will make it look like an accident, which I think is ridiculous.
I don't think he meant to shoot them, but it's the fact that
I don't think he meant to shoot them. But I don't think he did. I don't think he cares. Maybe maybe the armorer somehow meant to shoot them and gave him a loaded gun on purpose. Like I don't know. Like it could be anything. This is such a weird case when you break it apart.
But it's also so messed up though too. It's like
it is.
Yeah.
But none of us were there for those events, and a lot of the crew, I think they're all going to be testifying and whatnot. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. But it's just like it's kind of like one of those things where it's like this is a clear-cut case, but I feel like they need to prove it first. Like they can't just haul him to like jail, but like
prove what though?
They have to prove that it was indeed him who shot her and not the actual armorer. Like
either way, he did pull the trigger.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
There's somebody in when I'm reading like when I'm watching live stream, there's somebody that is in multiple of like the streams and chat. Some guy's name, he'll just send a super chat named Alec Baldwin's finger. And I'm just like, oh my, every time I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's messed up, but like I kind of like
you. I mean, like
people come up with the most creative names. That's why I can't wait for like just being on like stream like live because it would just be such a like I'd be cracking up all the time, dude. Half these names that I see, I'm already laughing, and I'm not even the one like that's on there. That's great.
Yeah, but I mean, you like.
I just thought of one that I don't think I.
This like situation is not funny, but you like kind of have to laugh, because like it's so stupid.
That like, I laugh at the ridiculousness of this.
Yeah,
and how it's not just. I mean, listen, I'm no lawyer. You're not a lawyer, but we knew a lot more about like other cases in general, you know, like let's say like the Johnny Depp case, like we knew a lot more about that. We knew we had documents and things like that. At least I read some of them and whatnot. I don't have any of that for this, so I can't sit here and like take an hour to read through a couple documents and then be like, all right, now I'm caught up, so now I actually know what's going on with the case. But I really just I don't think we can really say that what's going on is not what should be. I just think that he should be getting prison time. It's his lawyers like ruffling because I don't know. Like I'm not a prosecutor. So I don't know exactly how this is going down, and I haven't read enough on it now. Like in recent times, I've been doing a lot more other stuff than reading about Alec. I want to call him something else, but I won't. Use your imagination. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that it's not going the way it should, because I'm sure this prosecutor is doing what he thinks is correct at the moment. But Alec Baldwin's lawyers are probably fighting really hard.
Yeah, but if you were a defense lawyer, right? Would you?
Oh, dude, I wouldn't even defend him. Like,
No.
no, I don't think I would.
Someone has to, though, because he is like afforded that right by
I
law.
know. Well, he probably already has lawyers, dude. Like,
Yeah,
it's somebody who's known him forever. You know what I mean?
I would drop out though. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
I mean, you're making a lot of money off this case either way.
that is true, but I think you and me, just like we're
It's a
more moral
massive
people
case.
than like thinking about money. It's like I would drop out of the case because I could not defend a person who does not feel sorry for what happened. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah,
Um,
morally. But if you're a lawyer in Hollywood, you're probably few and far between are the moral ones.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're a lawyer in Hollywood listening. I hope you're probably a moral one because you're listening to us. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of scummy lawyers over there.
Well,
I'm not talking about Caleb. No, I'm kidding. Hey, man, he be calling me out on his live streams.
It's like what Post Malone said, Hollywood's bleeding, but yet we all call it home. Yeah, but
did you see, speaking of Hollywood real fast,
yeah,
did you see what Steven Spielberg just said to it was at the Writers Guild conference, I believe?
I didn't peep it, no.
And Steven Spielberg, it was just somebody recording on their phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Steven Spielberg's right in front of him. Like, if you and I were like sitting here right now talking, and Steven Spielberg's right in front of him talking to Tom Cruise. By the way, Tom Cruise, you look crazy good, man, for like how old you are. It's nuts. I don't know how you're doing all these stunts at that age either.
How old is he?
I believe he's like 60.
Is he?
Close to, or 50, like mid 50s, late 50s.
Tom Cruise.
It's all that praying to the lizards. Scientology keeps you young, apparently.
He's 60, bro.
Yeah, totally. Like 60. And he's flying off. Like,
So
that new Mission Impossible trailer,
Spielberg said
crazy. But all right, so Spielberg's looking at him and he goes, "You single-handedly saved theaters and the movie, like the movie business. You saved Hollywood." And Tom's like, I don't know. He goes, "No, like you saved Hollywood." Like Spielberg said that to Tom Cruise.
Spielberg did, huh?
Like, yes, but that just goes to show the point that we've been making. And that's that Hollywood is bleeding dry money.
Mm-hmm.
They need to make movies like Top Gun.
I finally saw that movie.
We need to take an original and change it. Think about Star Wars. Star Wars has the tropes of movies before Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars has the tropes of old World War II movies. Star Wars has the tropes of I believe it was X-Wing who made this point. It has the old Kurosawa movies as well. Well, X-Wing made the point that I'm making now about how Star Wars has all these tropes. It was Matt. I think it might have been Matt Rissman. Shout out to Moff. But I think that
when I watch Mando, I also get a sense that it's also kind of like a Western too.
Yes, but that's the point.
Yeah.
You can retell stories. That's what makes them good stories.
Mm-hmm.
with a different form of like on it. I'm not saying take Star Wars and change it, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying you can make something else that has similar tropes to Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Look at anime. It's a great example.
Yep.
There's tropes that you see in a ton of different anime because they work.
Mm-hmm.
They work. They're timeless tropes or like timeless like stories. You have the orphan kid who gets beat up all the time and everyone hates him and then it ends up, and that's just like I'm describing Naruto, but there's a lot of other there's even that same like story in Naruto with Nagato and things like that, except he grows up during a war.
Mm-hmm.
So you get these same tropes because they're timeless, they work, they make sense. Luke Skywalker standing on the sand dunes looking off towards the desert suns, the twin suns, going, I want to go away. That's a timeless trope.
I love, dude.
Of the kid just wanting to get out of their hometown and go explore the world or explore the fantasy or explore the
That,
galaxy.
that scene
And
still
that's
gives
the
me
thing.
the goosebumps.
You want to take. They're taking what we love, right? And they want to twist those tropes and change those tropes entirely, and never go back and do them. And that's scarier than, I forget who quoted this. I want to say it was Heels versus Babyface. But what's scarier is burning the books. Or there's like, it's scarier than burning the books because that just destroys a couple books. But rewriting the books and changing them, that's what we should really be scared of.
Yeah.
Because that's taking actual history and art and changing it. Because I don't know if you heard, but they're changing parts in Willy Wonka now.
Really?
In the book. So if you want Willy Wonka, if you ever want a novel that's not going to be changed up a little bit, buy it now. They're removing the word fat because
fat.
That's one of the things they're changing, yes.
Why? Does anybody even read those books anymore? Like
I would plan on reading them to my kid, actually, because they're really good books. Dude, have you seen half these books that are coming out that are like also, to our small little bit, our great little group of friends here, I just want to, if you have kids or whatever, or if you just like kids' books, Drunk 3PO, this is a quick little shout out. He just created a really nice children's book called Achromatic Chronicles. And you can go and get it you'll find it on Indiegogo. And it's his own little graphic novel that's, I think it's like 40 pages or something like that, but
that's awesome.
And it's really, it's a wholesome story. I mean, I could pull the trailer up for it. It's like a minute, but it's a wholesome story, just, about a kid finding his way in the world.
That's awesome.
And he's a teacher, and he's a great, Drunk's a great guy. He, one of the sweetest people on the internet. And yeah.
I think
he's a really cool dude, and he just wanted to make a children's book for kids that's just inspiring and makes you feel like, these old books did when we were little.
I think something that I was talking about this.
Kids aren't reading these days, man.
I was talking about this with my, younger brother. I think it was yesterday. We were saying that kids now don't have the they don't have the inspirational books or shows or movies. The stuff that when we were younger, how my mom at night, she would read me The Hobbit, she'd read me the Harry Potter books. And I would watch the Justice League. I would watch, the prequel movies. I will watch, the Lord of the Rings. Kids now don't have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what's inspiring? For Frodo.
Mm-hmm.
That's inspiring.
Yeah, exactly.
What's inspiring? Gandalf telling Pippin that death isn't the end. Death is just another path.
Yep.
And then that's just Lord of the Rings, and there's tons of inspiring things in Lord of the Rings. Theoden's speech. Whew! Oh my god, man, when they're about to just like ride at the orcs, yeah, that's awesome. Aragorn's speech. There's so many inspiring things in those movies. Star Wars has a ton of them. A ton of them.
Mm-hmm.
And like especially in like I would say in like Clone Wars with the clones, there's so many moments where the clones show up and you're just like, yeah, or like their backs against the wall, and then another group of clone troopers will show up, or specifically that one part on Umbara where they're all just getting massacred from like every direction, and then the Y-wings finally show up and just like boom, 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 and just bomb the hilltop with the artillery and take out all the artillery. Like, dude, that stuff is so like randomly inspiring, and that's just in these two franchises, and I haven't even scratched the surface. Because think about all of these other movies with extremely inspiring moments.
Yep.
Rocky getting at the top of the steps.
Yeah.
The fight. Right. Like I can't even.
I'm saying kids don't have that now, though, Roland. That's
well,
the whole
you know what does? You know what did? Avatar. Avatar: The Way of Water had it. Avatar: The Way of Water and Top Gun had moments like that. Both of them. And if you haven't seen either of them, watch them. Because they're like the best movies that came out this year. Well, last year, 2022. And Avatar's still in theaters. And you know what? I would not be surprised if this summer they roll Top Gun back out. That would be the perfect way to just, boom, keep it going. When Mission Impossible comes out, drop them both. Make it a double feature. Like, you can go, like, for like a weekend, you can go and see Top Gun and the new Mission Impossible or something like that. Also, Dune. We get Dune this year. Dune 2. Dune 1, if you can sit there for, well, you know, we can sit there for 3.5 hours because Lord of the Rings. But if you can sit there that long in a movie theater,
if you watch
that long too, Dune 1 was amazing.
If you're
you saw Dune, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, dude, because that cast is freaking sick.
If you are,
I just have to say one thing about this real quick: the artwork, the way the ships look, like the atmosphere, the architecture, the whole aesthetic of that movie is.
I get a Star Wars vibe.
It's not even that; it's so weird.
And
you know, Star Wars was also partially based on Dune as well, the books.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why there's spice in Star Wars.
I was like gonna say though, like when Roland said, if you can sit in the theater for 3.5 hours, listen, y'all. If you watch the extended cut of the Lord of the Rings, I think that the Return of the King, which is my favorite out of the Lord of the Rings, I think that the extended cut is like 4.5 hours long.
Yeah,
it's like insane because like
Two Towers was the longest one.
Was it?
No, you might be. I think I should know this because I'm the massive Lord of the Rings fan. Hold on.
I mean, like, I'm a pretty big fan. I just don't know the like exact lengths of like all of.
Did you read the books? That's not me saying like, did you read the books? No, it's like an actual question. Did you read them?
Oh,
because I have them, but they're like a lot different. I could lend you one. I could lend you. I have one that's like all of them. It's The Hobbit, all the way to Return of the King in one book.
So
it's dope.
So, like I said earlier, my mom would read The Hobbit to me at night, and then I read The Lord of the Rings on my own when I was a kid, and I made it to halfway through the Return of the King, and then what?
Damn.
What?
The Return of the King is a whole hour and 10 minutes. Wait. It said the extended edition. Yeah. It's a whole hour and 10 minutes longer than the Two Towers, dude.
Jesus Christ, bro.
It's 4 hours and 10 minutes long.
Now,
I still would sit in that theater that entire time and not
that's
get
what
up.
I'm
It would
saying.
fly by. It would fly by, dude.
No, but like that's what I'm
I need
saying.
to go and find the theater. I know, call me whatever you want. I need to go and find the theater because the Love is War movie, which is a freaking great anime. Watch Love is War. It'll make you on the edge of your seat. I know, it's like an anime rom-com, call me whatever. I thought I was like, literally, when my friend showed it to me, I was like, there's no way you watch an anime rom-com. Because everything we watch is just like explosions and swords and fighting and dope story and still make you cry, but like really, you know what it is, like Naruto-esque, Dragon Ball, things like that.
Mhm.
Bleach. I like the darker stuff, like Attack on Titan and Tokyo Ghoul, like that, and Bleach. That's like my vibe. But then they showed me the first episode, and I was cracking up, dude.
Seriously?
It is hilarious. It is actually hilarious, and it is played so well. It's about like the most prestigious school in Japan, right? And there's the class president who's a dude and the vice president who's a girl, and they like each other, but they're both teenagers, obviously. So they're like, you know, you're thinking like a teenager, you're like, does she like me? Oh my god, she just moved the thing across the desk. Like, how can I? What does that mean? You know, like they play it so well. And but they call it Love is War because both of them wants the other one to admit it first. So they keep doing shit like against each other. Not admit it. And like one of them is forced, like somebody asked them in 20 questions, like, do you like this guy? And she's like it just gets like she has to figure out a way to get out of that. Like,
bro, that sounds like an awesome anime.
But dude, they animate it though. So like when they play 20 questions, they both have revolvers. They're in their Wild West. And they're firing questions at each other. Like,
what?
Yeah, and then like, but then it like goes back to them just sitting at a desk because like they're in the office of like the president's office. So it's like them, and then the treasurer who's like an airhead, and she's like funny, and then there's the who's the other guy? He's the historian or something like that. I don't remember exactly what he does, or no, who does the money? Whatever. He's the finance guy. And he's just like always listening to music and he's super emo. And the one time he was talking about the two other girls that are part of it, like, and like which one was hotter.
That sounds like a whole vibe, bro.
And then they were both standing behind him. And the class president was like, you should call me stop. And he goes, and then there, and and then, and like starts squeezing the air, and then they both just like slam his head, and he falls to the ground. He's like, oh my god, and he's like super scared. He goes, I'm just gonna go home and die. I won't be at school tomorrow. And he's like, please just don't die. But like it gets so ridiculously funny, and also has the best music and a really good story. I'm not even joking. Not only is it funny, but that's just the first like 2 episodes. And it has an awesome freaking story. And now I'm at the end. I finished the whole show, and the movie came out. I want to go see it. It's only 3 seasons. So it's them in high school until they graduate.
Dude,
and
it's called Love and War?
Love is War.
Love is War.
Love is War. Kaguya-sama, Love is War. And you're going to love all the characters.
I got to watch this.
Love the intro is literally done by what people call the Japanese Michael Jackson.
Seriously?
This dude's music is amazing. I've definitely played it around you before. And I have edits to it on Rolo Films on Instagram. So you can check out my Love is War edit on there. It's like a couple ones down. But it's also a Denzel Curry song. But then you can find the Love is War music. I've done ones of them too. But
this man makes some fire edits, so make sure to go and check him out.
Thank you. I also make fire edits for other people too. So check out some of the bands that I did down there. And you'll have to scroll a little bit But yeah, I've done some for bands, and then you can go to my very first one, which is Tokyo Ghoul, and see how crappy I was, where I just took things, and now I have transitions. I'm a
Yeah.
big guy now. I'm a big boy now.
I think you used our boy Brock for one of your
Oh
edits.
yeah. If anybody wants to go check out my boy Kai Slim, he's down there. He's
He's a very talented artist.
oh yeah, and we'll be working with him soon
We
on a lot of stuff.
yeah, I don't even want to like get too deep
We can't
into
get
it.
into it yet. We can't get into the project yet.
We can't say anything.
Yeah, but let's just say we like music here too.
Y'all are gonna be happy. That is all that.
Yeah,
That is all that I will say. So, I just want to ask you, flat out,
dude. I don't know how we got from Alec Baldwin to Love Is War.
Listen, this is the funny part.
This is our show, ladies and gentlemen.
About our podcast.
It works. We go from Alec Baldwin talk all the way to anime rom-com within 36 minutes for you.
Dog, this is probably why like people watch us though, because we talk about the most random shit ever.
Like, we stay off topics, stay on target. I gotta keep telling myself that, but then like I think I'm like, this sounds cooler. I want to talk about this, and that's how we like this. We could go for 4 hours. Swear to God.
Yeah.
Make ourselves look like a regular Friday Night Tights or a Mauler stream or something. I mean, I'm more than down. I would be so down to do like a 4-hour stream sometime. Just like I want to make that a stream when we're with the community, we're having fun, we're talking to everybody. You know what I mean?
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be a blast.
But so what did you think about last night? Because I know you were up until 3 a.m. awaiting the episode. I went to sleep, but then like I watched it as soon as I woke up. So like, you're
fresh on it. I slept on it.
Yeah. So like after sleeping on it, what did you think overall? Like,
all right. I want to start with how I caught up on last week's episode. Mm-hmm. I finished the other half of it that I didn't get to. And I don't think there's much to it other than like the tech thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tech and her, getting closer. I thought that was nice. Him being more of like an older brother instead of a teacher.
Yeah,
I thought that was nice.
Yeah,
but I think that wasn't really the point of that episode 9. I think the point of episode 9 was more so that I don't know if we could trust Sid. And I agree with Theory on this. When she called them, or when they called her for help, when their ship got stolen, she was like kind of not caring at all. Like, didn't seem like she cared. She was like, oh, you guys can figure it out. And she was like, after they talked, they were like, no, like, you can't leave us here. She was like, oh, okay, all right, I'll, come help you in a couple days.
I didn't think about that.
Well, I think either now that theory that she purposely stole their ship is out the water after episode 10, but maybe she had something to do with it if she knew that guy, but we'll get into that in a second. So I guess she possibly could have had their ship stolen on purpose, but no, because that guy didn't know that. Yeah, okay, never mind. Throw that away. She didn't get their ship stolen, but why would she like leave them there? I'm thinking there's a possibility that she had a gun to the back of her head while she was on that comm. It could have been the Empire might have found him.
You think so?
Or she's literally just getting set up to betray them. But I think that
my thing is
I think that there's a possibility, because think about it. She's gotten really close with Omega though.
Yeah, that was what I was about to say.
I think like even if she betrayed the Bad Batch, I think she'd find a way to protect Omega or something, unless she really is that Trandoshan, because I don't trust Trandoshans. Trandoshans are a Star Wars race of lizard people, much like the character Bosk from the original Empire Strikes Back. I'm saying Trandoshan, okay, for all of our listeners here. I can go grab a little lizard if you want me to. Because that sounds very much like another word.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying never trust them. I'm saying never trust the Trandoshan. These lizards.
It's a race from Star Wars, y'all.
Yeah. They hate Wookiees. They kill them.
Yeah.
But, hey, I don't want some random YouTube person to come listen to this. All the way, Mama Susan's gone. So, CEO of YouTube. So, I don't know who else is going to pick it up now.
Mama Susan.
Papa Susan's going to show up. So, we might have a lot of changes here. We might have a lot of changes here on the
Papa
channel.
Susan, bro.
Yeah,
Rolling, no.
Might have a lot of changes.
Papa Susan, bro.
I can't take credit for that one. I have to give that one to I gotta give that one to Gary.
It was like last week you said like, rubbing it raw. That like, made me die. And then now you're saying like Papa Susan. Like,
yeah, dude.
But
so where I'm getting with that is I don't really know what to think of her, but I don't trust her. I still never have. I like the character. I still don't trust her. And the way she was talking was very like cryptic. It wasn't just like short. It wasn't just like nope. Like it was like nah, like I don't really feel like it type of like I don't know if I can right now.
What does she gain if she were to turn on the Bad Batch though?
Probably money from the Empire and protection.
Damn.
But there's also a possibility that it's not any clone trooper or stormtrooper or Imperial, and it's instead a bounty hunter like Bane.
Ooh. Yo! Ooh.
Because Bane already had a run-in with them in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
And Fennec did too.
Mm-hmm.
So it could also definitely be like almost certainly another bounty hunter.
I kind of like where this season's going,
but I think I'm going too far into that theory because there's no evidence that is what's happening.
I think,
especially after episode 10, which we haven't even talked about yet. That's just my theory on 9.
First of all, episode 10, bro. I love that Gonk got shown love, not Gonk.
Gonky.
I love that Gonky got shown love.
Also, Temple of Doom vibes, bro.
That was what I felt too, yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom vibes. But yeah, I love that they were like, it's not just a droid, yo. We're going back for our droid. What do you mean?
Yeah, right.
Like,
well, because Gonks never get shown love. Ever. So
I don't know, dude. They don't get shown love in the movies that much, but every time you see them, you're just like, Gonk droid. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure every Star Wars fan is just like, Gonk.
Yeah, but dude,
like I have a picture on my personal Instagram from Star Wars Celebration with a dude dressed as a Gonk droid.
Seriously?
And he's like the size of he's like the height of me at the time, but he made like a Gonk droid outfit with like a little tiny like translucent window on the front so he could see out of it.
That's
awesome.
He
literally was just walking around, and he must have had a button in there he could press because he would just go Gonk and just like walk around, dude. It was great.
That's awesome.
Like, that is such a cool costume.
I have a thing where like
little power droids. They're just little generators.
Yeah, it's like I feel for Gonk droids, especially after the Return of the Jedi. I have always kind of felt bad for Gonk droids. So seeing that Gonky,
they get blown up a lot because they're slow.
Yeah,
I'm not even like lying. They also get blown up a couple times in Clone Wars.
Yeah,
remember they shut the one down in the episode where Heavy dies, and then they use him as a bomb.
Yeah, but I also I don't know. I'm liking the dynamic between like Omega and Tech. Not that Tech is like.
I said this about episode 2 about how Tech is like becoming way more badass this season.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that he's fighting like a lot more? And I don't know if that's on purpose or if they just realized in season 1 that he was kind of just more like the hacker man in the background a lot, and like he would shoot every now and then. Now he's like
badass
frontal, like he'll jump out before anybody and just start blasting. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, I started blasting. Danny DeVito.
Yeah, but like I'm liking Tech. I mean, like Echo's still my favorite character, but like I'm liking Tech.
Yo, could you consider I think they're getting to the point where they're gonna do a Clone Rebellion eventually, like way down the line, like season 34 or whatever.
Yeah.
But do you think that the Bad Batch is a double title? The Bad Batch means, this group of mutated clones, right? That we met in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But now that there's clones all leaving the Empire,
it
like
kind of
randomly,
means
does it mean more. That every clone that's left the Empire and is a rebel now against the Empire or escaping the Empire
will be part of the Bad Batch?
Part of a Bad Batch because they're all bad defective clones because they left their loyalties.
Yeah, man.
So Rex is part of the Bad Batch because Echo now left the Bad Batch entirely. He's not with them. So he's with Rex somewhere. So would you consider Rex a member? Rex might indeed be the real true leader in the end because he's the one that calls them and he's like, I need you for a job.
I also think that Hauser's going to probably.
Oh, dude, Hauser, I want to see him back. I loved him. His speech in season 1, so good.
Brothers.
The fact that all those clones threw their shields down, they were like, I'm not doing this, and threw their guns down. They were like, but then the other ones were like, they just arrested their like dude. Right? I'd be like, if you threw your shield and gun down, and I was like, oh well, gotta arrest you now, buddy. Like,
yeah. But I'm loving. So I don't know if you feel this too, but even though it's the Bad Batch show, I feel like the Bad Batch is not really the main focus. There's like
showing the transition and like of power and it's showing how this all affects the clones even more so than the Clone Wars did because the Clone Wars had all this other stuff, but they want this show to mainly focus on the effects on the clones. Even that episode that had no Bad Batch in it with Chuchi.
Yep.
Which is still those 2, 7 and 8, my favorite episodes.
And
I believe next week's another double. So, all right, next week's going to be interesting because get ready for a lot of Star Wars talk because we're going to have Mando episode 1 next Tuesday, March 1st. Mark it on your calendar, people.
Oh, boy, 3 a.m. I'm staying up for that one.
3 a.m. I will be up at 3 in the morning and I will be waking up my house with that music. And probably with a or 2. So then I will probably watch Bad Batch after that or in the morning. Because I'm pretty sure Theory's going to go and do Mando and then pop right into Bad Batch after that. It's going to be a late night, boys. It's going to be a late night.
But it's going to be worth it, though.
Coffee ready. Get your coffee. Get your whiskey. No, get your rum.
Nah, bro.
Unless you're under the age of 21, then don't.
Yes. Yes. Do not drink.
Listen to me. Don't do it.
No. It's not worth it. But yeah, no,
I mean, can't condone it.
I mean, like, I am hyped for next week. I feel like I know where Bad Batch is like leading to. I just don't know exactly how they're like going to get there because like it's leading to like a like clone civil war and like I think it's going to be the clones that are still loyal and then also like the stormtroopers versus like all of the clones that like left
because they can't do the Kaminoan rebellion anymore.
Yeah,
because Kamino's been like leveled. Every city on Kamino has been leveled. And they talk about it in this. They mention the fact that they actually executed the Kaminoans. They didn't just like move them. They fully just genocided the planet. Like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And next episode, hold on. I got the episode names right here.
A word?
11's is called. Oh wait, that's season 1. Get out of here. I have them though because I've seen them before. G&G posted them. So that'll hook us up. Yeah. Oh, they're on. They're right here. All right. It's called Metamorphosis.
Oh no.
That can mean multiple things.
That's definitely gonna.
That could be a reference to them trapped in a place with a lot of insects. That could be something similar, like a person
bro.
actually changing. Or the interesting thing, it could be something about Omega. It could be something about the group as a whole changing.
I think it's gonna be Omega, like gets kind of like
something.
I think she gets like a solo episode, like
she kind of did last night.
Yeah, but
not entirely, but like she did a lot last night.
Yeah, and I mean, she's kind of starting to be able to hold her own weight now too, which is actually something that's nice.
Yeah, one thing I did like about that episode last night is I noticed that the Bad Batch has no problem being a little bit darker, and I'd like that. Just like didn't. They actually threw that dude in the lava. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. Like you don't see that even in like.
That wouldn't be in Clone Wars.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it would, dude. Think about some of the deaths in Clone Wars, dude. Think about Savage Press choking his brother out.
Yeah.
And then just you literally hear him begging, and then you hear his neck crack and just like, and they show all of it. Like, yeah, it would be in Clone Wars.
True, yeah.
What about Cad Bane just walking up to like a trooper being like, help me, and Cad Bane's just like, poof. Or like when you first see Pre Vizsla in season 2 of Clone Wars, bro, and his own dude is like getting up off the ground after Obi-Wan knocked him over, and Vizsla just walks up to him and just goes, failure, and just shoots him in the head, and then just keeps walking. It's like, all right, yeah, that would have been in Clone Wars, dude. They had some messed up stuff in Clone Wars at times, but that's when Clone Wars was on at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night on a Friday, and then when Disney bought it, like season 4 to like, or 5 to, I don't know. Five's got some dark parts. I think it was like 6 and 7, or I don't know. It was on during the morning at points, but then 7, dude. Think about 7.
Season 7 was really like dark.
Think about the end, dude. Think about when they found Echo. That's dark on its own. The fact that he's been like literally like a vegetable like slave for the whole war, basically. Like, that's nuts.
Well, I just kind of appreciate that they're
not afraid to be darker in that. Even Rebels kind of was. Rebels has moments that I actually tear up, dude. Like
Rebels is not perfect, but it's definitely it's not that bad.
All I gotta say is Kanan holding back both sides. You know what I mean? Like, and then just
the part that makes
me and Hera, bro, it's just like Kanan, and then just
the part that makes me
throws them all back, and like you see his eyes like change.
And
then bro, that made me tear up when I saw that. I was like, nah, dude, his eyes, dude.
I don't know why, but like
he became one
in Rebels when like Rex
also Ahsoka and Maul or Ahsoka and Vader.
Yeah,
that first scene, first time seeing that, bro. It's still now chills.
Ahsoka? Yeah.
When he's like, Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Anakin. She's like, I won't leave you. Then you will die. Like, yo, like that.
James Earl Jones killed that.
That's
scene,
the first time they did that half Anakin, half Vader voice,
and I like it.
It's like, so dope.
Yeah.
That was Matt Lanter mixed with like
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones, which I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure James Earl Jones actually did say that in the original trilogy at one point.
So
I think so. Or he said it in a game or something, yeah. So they already had the soundbite. I don't think he actually came in the studio for Rebels.
Even so, though, it's still cool because he's still like the best Vader voice.
Even if
now.
it wasn't him, that guy who did him. Actually, no, I think the guy who did him in Force Unleashed might have done it.
Hold on, let me check. Is James Earl Jones?
That was a good Vader voice. The Force Unleashed guy had it like on point.
Vader in Rebels.
No, I don't believe so. I feel like I would know that. Could be wrong though.
So
it's Matt
James Earl Jones, Matt Lanter, and Hayden Christensen.
Yeah. Hayden Christensen did that episode, I think.
Oh, really?
I think so.
It's cool.
Or like they used both of their voices over Matt Lanter's for that part or something.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
I just love that scene. Like
that scene is so emotionally charged, bro.
Yeah.
Because especially after what just happened to Kanan, like not like what happened to his face.
Yeah.
Because this is season 2. So what you just saw with Maul, and then like Vader like literally dragging them by the holocron. You remember that? When Ezra's holding the holocron and Kanan's like, I got you, don't worry. And Ezra's like, it's him. And Vader's just walking up like this, just all the air in the room being sucked out as he's just like pulling them closer and closer. That's crazy. That's such a emotionally charged moment. And then Ahsoka shows back up and just like right over his face, dude.
Before we get back on to the Bad Batch talk, there's just something that like I don't know if you like ever noticed.
About Rebels?
No, so in Rogue One, was it me or did James Earl Jones sound a little bit different?
Yeah, when he was like, he sounds way older.
Yeah, like, but then in the Kenobi show, he sounds fine. It was only in Rogue One that he like sounds older.
Well, maybe it could be as simple as they have better sound technology now, and they probably did something to his voice.
It's true, yeah, but
he's an older guy, so very older guy. So
he's about to be 93.
About to be 93.
Yeah.
Long live James Earl Jones.
Yes, sir. Him and David Prowse, they helped to create one of the greatest characters.
They were Vader.
Yeah.
Even though like to us it's Hayden.
Yeah.
For the most part. It's still like to me it's like Hayden and James Earl Jones more so than like David Prowse.
David Prowse though did a really good job though.
Oh, he was awesome. Yeah. I'm not disparaging. It's just like when I first think of Vader, I think of Hayden and James.
Yeah.
And then I think of David Prowse.
Yeah. But they like created one of like the greatest characters in film ever, which is something that like I want to bring up is that I have a prediction, not for season 2, but for season 3 of the Bad Batch show. I think in some way, because Disney is obsessed with him, I think Vader's going to show up at some. I don't
think Vader's going to do it.
No,
I think if Vader shows up, Vader's hunting Jedi right now. He's hunting down surviving Jedi from Order 66.
Yeah.
So, unless that coincides with the Bad Batch somehow, like they meet up with a Jedi that Vader's hunting, or they cause something so massive to happen that Palpatine needs to call his right hand Sith Lord, who's basically also like everybody in the galaxy's terrified of him because he is like the most powerful soldier like ever. He could take on 1,000 people at once.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If he needs to call him in to deal with 5 enhanced clones, they must have really done something big. That's why I don't think Vader is going to be shown unless it's Vader talking to someone as a cameo like we just saw with Palpatine.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to send like a nuke to deal with an anthill. And like in the wide range of the galaxy, that's kind of what the Bad Batch are.
Yeah. I mean, now that you say that, you are right.
Like, the Jedi are a priority. Like an absolute
Yeah.
priority right now to wipe out the Jedi because Palpatine says if we don't strike now and kill all of them, there will be rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they missed 2 of them at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yoda and Obi-Wan, and look what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even to say that Ahsoka survived.
Yep.
And Quinlan Voss survived. And I'm going to still believe that my boy Ram Koda from The Force Unleashed is out there somewhere.
I don't know. I think that Mace Windu actually did make it.
When you say Mace Windu, all I want is that new hot toy coming out, dude. Oh my god. It's got a light up purple lightsaber.
It looks awesome, bro.
It looks so good.
It looks sick.
So good.
But
and the Kit Fisto,
but
yeah, he might. I mean, Samuel Jackson says he does. So that's up to you guys then. But I'm gonna wait and see because I doubt they're gonna do anything with Mace Windu for quite a while. I'm gonna wait and see until Star Wars Theories fan film comes out, and then we'll see what happens with Mace Windu, and that will be canon to me. That looks so good, dude. I know the first one was all live action, but it was great. It was an amazing fan film. Part 2 is gonna be all like really well done CGI, almost like those old Republic trailers.
Mm-hmm.
That were like 10-minute long trailers for the Old Republic game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a movie like
I
that.
love that game.
And he said it allows them to do a lot more with it, and it could be a little bit longer and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool, but it's not gonna be out for like a couple years. But dude, I'm pretty sure the Vader film was 2018.
2018.
I think that's when his fan film first came out, but it's how long because he's not allowed to crowdfund it or anything. He has to raise all the money himself.
God, we were juniors in high school, and I was working at Sesame, and you still had somewhat short hair, and I was running for class president. Wow.
So, wait. Junior year, I had somewhat short hair, yeah.
You let your hair.
Senior year, my hair was long enough to.
Yeah.
Not as long as it is now, but like.
No, but like, your hair was starting to grow out in our senior year because
by the end of senior year, my hair was longer, but not ever. It's never been as long as it is at the moment.
No, but like you said throughout like senior year, you were like I'm not cutting my hair, and so like throughout the year, it just got like gradually longer. But yeah,
no, just like a year and a half ago.
2018, bro. That feels like a lifetime ago now. It's like
Rogue One came out in 2016.
Wow.
Nuts.
I love that guy, bro. I love Theory. He's the
man, dude.
He's so freaking dope. Like,
bro, did you know he's moving to Hawaii?
Really?
Yeah, he's like after the Vader film in like a couple years and stuff. Like, he's like, I just want to move to Maui. I was like, do it, bro.
That's awesome, bro.
He's got enough bread to do it.
Yeah.
He's stacked. He's loaded because of all of us Star Wars fans loving his stuff. It's not even from the super chats, dude. Super chats help a ton, but it's just the views, like the massive amounts of views on his videos and that YouTube money.
I stopped watching Star Wars after like The Rise of Skywalker came out, and he was what kept me kind of in like the loop on things. And then like when I heard about like The Mandalorian, because I didn't watch it when it first came out. I watched both seasons in 2020.
Oh,
And
dude, I'll never forget the hype. I
yeah.
was sitting in the hall at somebody will know where it was. Star Wars Celebration 2019 in Chicago. My mom's gonna listen to this and smack me upside the head and be like, "You were right there in the convention center." I forget the name of it though, but I remember sitting down in the hall because we couldn't get into the panel, and somebody snuck in their phone. Right, we found a live stream of like it, and we're watching the panel for Mando, and we saw we saw the trailer, but it was like kind of shaky, and then they dropped the trailer, and we watched that. Like we had this group of people sitting around us, like all we're looking at a little iPhone, all of us just like, oh my god, oh my god, we're like, this looks crazy, this looks so good. And then they dropped the Clone Wars trailer that year too, and they said Clone Wars is saved, and we were like, yes. But it was the one where just you hear all the clones like yelling orders back and forth to each
And
other.
then you see Anakin walk in.
Helmets, and then the mortar strike comes down and just boom, 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 and it just says Clone Wars Season 7 in red. And then it said Clone Wars is saved, or hashtag save the Clone Wars, or something like that. Dude, the hype in the whole convention center was wild. It was just this hum of energy. Like everybody was ecstatic. There was not a person, thousands of people, not a single one had a smile on their face that day. Everybody was just like walking on sunshine, dude. And there was nothing like that except for the hype for the Rise of Skywalker. You remember that? Or not the Rise of Skywalker, the Last Jedi. Do you remember the hype in between the Force Awakens and the Last Jedi, dude?
Yeah, I do.
How everybody was like, we're gonna see Luke Skywalker kick ass.
I know you were hyped for it.
Like we had all these. What Snow's out? 2 lightsabers. Is Snow Plagueis? Like we were going everywhere with this thing. That hype was real. The hype before the Force Awakens was real. Nothing was like that either. And then the hype after Luke Skywalker, that last, like in the Mando season 2, that lasted like, shit. Did I just spoil something?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say that hype was different, and then Gina happened.
I was thinking though, so I just watched The Mandalorian with my fam, and
you guys didn't watch Book of Boba yet, did you?
We're going to.
But you finished Mando.
Yes. Yeah.
Both seasons.
Yes. Yeah.
Good. So then they're gonna be ready for Tuesday.
So here is the thing. My brother said that he loves Star Wars again after watching the end of Mando season 2, and even watching that scene over, bro. I was bawling my eyes out, bro.
Oh, dude, that scene's still like, the feeling I still get, like it's like I'm chasing the dragon, yo. Like yeah. I can't get that feeling again about like I need it. I hope Ahsoka brings it to me in that show, which we're gonna talk about soon.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm sitting there, right, and I see just them look down at the screen, and you see an X-wing fly past the viewports.
One single X-wing, we're saved.
Yeah, and Gina's like, what? Kara is like, one X-wing. Wow, we're saved.
Yeah.
And then it lands in, and I was like, ah! I was like, I know who this is. Like, I knew.
Did you know
X-wing?
It was Luke.
And then I looked down at my phone, and Theory's like, and the whole chat's like, no way. Like, it's just like flowing, dude. Thousands of people all freaking out at the same time at 3 a.m. It might be the middle of the afternoon for people in New Zealand, but it's like, like 6 a.m. for some people. Other people, it's like 12 o'clock. It's just crazy. We're all up late or early just to watch this together. People are saying they're watching it from work. Like, dude, it is the craziest thing ever. And we're all freaking out collectively at this scene. And we knew it when we saw him walk down that hallway. He didn't even need to ignite the green lightsaber. It was like, there's no question. There's no question. Only one Jedi is blacked out. And that's Luke Skywalker. There's only one Jedi blacked out in all the robes. And
that's how Luke should have been in the sequels, though.
Oh my god, dude. And then he continues to I'm getting a call from Memphis, Tennessee. Get out of here. Go back to Memphis.
I just got a call from someone in California.
Oh, dude, I used to get these calls from Jamaica and I would answer them.
Really?
And I would just mess with the person. I'd be like, what? Who? When? My friend got a call from I think it was Thailand one time, and the guy was super angry, and we couldn't tell what the hell. We couldn't tell what he was saying. He wasn't speaking English. It's just a random call from Thailand, and I was like, "Dude, answer it." I was like, "Answer it right now," and he just answered it. And there was this guy on the other end just yelling, just constantly going, nonstop.
That's something not on this very show, but kind of in the future, dude. I want to talk about spam calls because they're so funny.
Oh my god, dude! So I have a nickname, which our friend Kai Slim Brock he knows about. Jacoby Rollis. Jacoby Rollis, because I got a phone call one time from a random number, and I answered it, and it happened to be on voicemail, and our friend Craig and our friend Brock were both there.
Mm-hmm.
And it just goes, "Hello, this is a call for Jacoby Rollis. Jacoby Rollis, please answer this call and return it as soon as you can." And I was like, I guess I'm Jacoby Rollis. I don't know, dude. That might be a guy out there. If your name is Jacoby Rollis and you're listening to this show, hit me up, bro.
What are the odds that he's listening to this show?
I don't know if he is, though. Apparently, we're the same person. Tell him to change their number because you got mine somehow. This was years ago. This was in 2020, 2019. No, we were in high school. This was 2018, 2019. That'd be my new rap name. Call me Jacoby.
Yeah. No, bro. JR. Jacoby Rollins. JR.
Jacoby Rollins. Yeah. I'll do it. I was talking to Hector about it. Brock about it. Sorry, I just doxed him. No, it doesn't matter. He doesn't care.
He's been on the show, so
I didn't even say his last name.
Yeah.
But, I was talking to Brock about it, and I was like, "Dude, I'll just be Jacoby Rollis, and I'll just wear a mask the whole time.
No freaking balls, bro.
When we record our video, I'll just be Jacoby, just with a mask on." He was like, "Dude, actually, that'd be fire." I was like, "Yeah, dude, call me MF Jacoby." Or
bro, you already know that when we're famous, bro, if that he's gonna sue you, bro.
Whoever Jacoby Rollis is, Jacoby Rollis might be a baby or a 99-year-old. I don't know who this man is. This man might be a woman. I don't know who.
It's possible. Hey, man.
Especially these days. But I don't.
Yeah. Hey.
But no, I don't know. That was a quick one. If anybody got that joke, I slid that one in. But I don't know, Jacoby. I don't know what ethnicity that name is. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a name. That might have been like it was an audio thing. It could have been some dumb AI. It's just like Alice, and I was like Jacoby Rock. What? like I don't know. I have no idea. That's what I heard. That's what I heard in my ear, and then it just went beep, and I was like, quick. Like I didn't say anything. I don't know.
Bro, we have to get back on track, bro. I'm crying, bro.
I have no idea. Yo, that's the name of my song, everybody. It's coming out. Jacoby Wallace.
You should make that your album name, bro. Jacoby Rollins. And it's just a picture of you, and you have like a
it's just me on the phone with a spam call.
Oh man.
Jacoby Wallace dropping soon. Album Jacoby's in Paris.
So what do you think, like, what's your biggest expectation for season 3 of, you know, The Mandalorian? I think that we're definitely going to get a lot based off of the trailer that you showed me and Chicken Man. There's definitely going to be a lot more Mandalores.
Yeah, if he ever comes on here, he'll be Duckman because we're on StreamYards.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they have music you can play on StreamYards now. It's great. Play music in the background. You can be feeding the ducks.
But so I think we're gonna get like the Mandalore War. I think that's what the season's probably going to lead to.
They're gonna get a Mandalorian. They're gonna be defending Mandalore.
Yeah,
but it's not gonna be the Mandalorian Wars. The Mandalorian Wars were against Jedi.
Oh yeah, no, but so I'm saying
that I really want to see as a full trilogy of movies and have like just do the Old Republic, base it on the Sith and the Jedi, have it switch back and forth throughout the movies, right? Lord of the Rings style, 3.5-hour movie. Boom, make 3 of them. Have it. Second one, introduce the Mandalorians as part of the war against the Jedi and the Sith. Because the first one, you have to do some setup. You have the Jedi and the Sith. They're fighting. And then the second one starts, and it's like, oh, now the war is like really going. Kind of like Attack of the Clones, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then by the third one, it's like full-flung, just crazy battles. And now the Mandalorians are involved. And then it's like, it gets nuts, right? That's the finale. That's how you do the Old Republic or an animated Clone Wars like show. But I think we're going to see the Empire somehow, for whatever reason, still wants Mandalore. We might see a slight Mandalorian civil war when Bo-Katan's Night Owls and the remnants of Death Watch on that side have to meet up with Mando's members of Death Watch with the Armorer on the other side. Because it's implied, especially by the Armorer's helmet, that the ones that are with her, the ones that grew up with Mando, are the ones who were joined with Maul. Which
interesting.
Bo-Katan, obviously, they tried to execute her in that episode of Clone Wars, and all the Mandos that went with her sided with her because they believe that Maul can't rule Mandalore. But all this other group stayed. So there's a very big possibility that this armor is actually Rook Kast, who is the female Mandalorian you see with the pointed like Maul horns on her helmet. And she's like his second lieutenant on Mandalore. So I think there's a possibility that she and Bo-Katan are going to fight at least a little bit in this season. And Mando's going to somehow get involved in the middle of it because he grew up with like the armor and stuff like that.
Yeah, so...
And he doesn't know that we know about Bo-Katan, which Bo-Katan's not technically, like, she's not the best person. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen her do some pretty bad stuff in Clone Wars. But at the same time, she's different, a little bit different now after working with Jedi and working with the War and Kenobi and things like that.
She was
and losing her sister. I think losing her sister was a big thing.
She was definitely better to rule Mandalore than Maul was.
That she wasn't even supposed to rule. I think Vizsla would have been better than Maul, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even though he would have made them a warrior race again, he still would have been better than Maul.
Mm-hmm.
And then, dude, I just think about that scene, the battle when Ahsoka shows up on Maul, and then she runs in,
mm-hmm.
and everybody else is there, and just the window just and the glass flies, dude, so sick.
I also
kind of got a little bit of the Mandalorian Wars there, a little bit of taste of it.
I also feel like Grogu's probably going to get a lot more. He got it in like season 2 of Mando and then like the Book of Boba Fett, but I feel like he's gonna get a lot. Like now, I feel like Grogu's gonna get like an actual like established character arc now.
Well, look at the trailer. We've seen like people bursting through the doors in the Jedi Temple with lightsaber, like Jedi defending him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, how cool would it be if it was Anakin?
That would be that Luke moment.
Like just have Anakin burst in with clone troopers and just boo 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 and whoa yo, what if those 4 Jedi in front of Grogu? Hold up. Those 4 Jedi in front of Grogu in the trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if those 4 are the 4 that you see Anakin killing the hologram that Obi-Wan sees in Revenge of the Sith?
They were protecting...
And then Palpatine shows up in the temple. Boom! Boom!
What, bruh? Nah.
Come
Imagine.
On, that has to be a good theory. Come on, people. I don't know if that had to have been said before. Someone had to have said that before.
That's crazy.
I couldn't have been the first one to come up with that. There's no way.
Dude, that's wild, bro. Imagine that happened.
That's so perfect.
Yeah.
And then you can just have Anakin burst in with the clone troopers and then have Grogu remember like Anakin taking him and bringing him to Palpatine or something. Or Palpatine taking him after Anakin bends over and Palpatine's like, "Rise, Lord Vader. Go to the Mustafar system." Because that's how Obi-Wan finds out he's going to Mustafar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think.
Bro.
I might be remembering that wrong, but...
Bro, imagine that's what it is. Because, like, people were theorizing that it was, like, clones cutting through, like, the door. But it kind of looks like a lightsaber is actually cutting through the... Yeah,
it would be kind of lame if it was just, like, clones.
Why would they put that into the trailer?
Here's the thing. Unless clones had specific orders to go into that exact room, make sure that they don't accidentally shoot that baby by accident, and kill 4 Jedi or more that could be in there without killing this baby, and then take this baby out of this temple that's currently in battle without getting killed by more Jedi, and then get out. It just sounds like the only ones that could do that would be a Bad Batch type group or Clone Commandos or like SEAL Team 6 of the clones. You know what I mean? Like the guys we were talking about last week, like Black Ops troopers.
But like my whole thing is, Roland.
But they weren't really they weren't like needed on Coruscant as much. They were all spread out during this war. I mean, they had them, but
yeah,
the 501st was the only ones that supposedly went to the temple.
My whole thing is, they're not stupid. They wouldn't put that into the trailer if it was not going to be a big thing.
Well, they knew everyone's going to be talking about it now.
Yeah.
But like that's the one scene in the trailer everyone's going to be talking about.
Yeah. And so I do now.
Also, Sindari being blown up. Sindari, the capital city of Mandalore, just completely, the whole dome just shattered. Is crazy.
This season's going to be wild, bro. It's going to be...
Bro, what is with Dave Filoni with blowing up like cities from the Clone Wars. Like Kamino blows up in Bad Batch season 1, and then the Mando season 3 trailer, you see Mandalore's capital just shattered. It's like you just want to destroy. What's next? You're gonna blow Theed up? Don't you touch Naboo? Don't you touch Naboo or Coruscant? Don't touch Coruscant either.
I mean, we know that Coruscant makes it though, because we see it at the end of the Return of the Jedi. So
yeah, I think they might. Think you might. Don't they do a little callback to that at the end of Rise of Skywalker too, where they have the whole galaxy cheering again?
That doesn't count.
But that just proves that it makes it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That proves that their dumbasses didn't blow it up at some point. Don't blow up Coruscant. That's a cool planet. I don't even like cities like that, but I would definitely go and hang out at Coruscant.
Coruscant's kind of like the New York, I feel like, of like, Star Wars. It's like it's just a whole
everything. It's every major city on the planet like combined. And then they have these, you never see them in the movies, but the cool thing about Coruscant is they have these miles and miles and miles wide domes where they have like extinct creatures that are like there for rehabilitation. And then they also have like massive zoos of like I said, like 200-mile wide like zoos on this planet.
Yeah.
That like there's all creatures from across the galaxy. You can see it. They live there freely. Like it's cool, dude. So they do have like places you can go that aren't all made of metal on that planet.
Yeah.
So it's pretty sick.
Yeah, but I think I don't want to flat out say that we know for a fact that is Anakin, but I do feel like it is him, because something that Roland has actually brought up is that like Hayden filmed a lot of scenes that just like didn't make it onto the Kenobi show. So
yeah, how hard would it have been for them to say, "Yo, walk through a door and reach your hand down at the camera"?
Yeah,
and then, like, you just get a stunt double to do all the fighting, even though I positively know Hayden would want to do the fighting. He did all of his own like stuff for the most part. Like that whole battle between him and Obi-Wan at the end of Revenge of the Sith. That's them. That's not stunt doubles.
That is an immense amount of like,
Nick Gillis, baby, the best choreographer in Hollywood.
He got all of the sword fights right, bro. It was Nick Gillard awesome.
He did the sword fights in the prequels, and I don't remember if he worked on the original trilogy or not. But so you get Duel of the Fates from Nick. That's Qui-Gon versus Maul and Obi-Wan, or Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon versus Maul.
You get
and then Dooku. Like Dooku versus Anakin and Obi-Wan and Yoda. You get, like, not to mention the random choreography in general. And then every fight in Revenge of the Sith, Nick Gillard. And Disney didn't bring him back for the Obi-Wan show. What the heck, Disney? There's a great interview with him on Star Wars Theories channel. Go and check it out. It just came out like last week. It is really, really cool. Nick is an awesome guy. And
I'll find it and I will like throw it into the link.
Yeah, fun fact, actually. The Jedi Battle Master. Anybody here who played Revenge of the Sith, the video game, shout out to you. Do you remember the fight against the Jedi Battle Master when you're Anakin storming the temple? It's a really hard boss fight. He wears white robes and he has long hair.
I threw my controller against the wall so many times.
Okay. He's also in the books, and he's actually in Clone Wars in one episode. It's the episode when the Jedi Temple gets bombed, and Anakin goes to the front of the steps where the angry mob of citizens is, and he talks to that one Jedi. That's this guy.
That's him?
That's the Battle Master. Him and Anakin are friends, which is crazy because in the book, Anakin fights him and cuts his head off. And cuts the Jedi Gatekeeper's head off as well.
That's wild.
Or no, I think he stabs the Battle Master, but he cuts the Gatekeeper's head off. But the cool thing about the Battle Master, actually not even his head, clean through his nose, just he's like, "What's up, Anakin? Why are the clones here?" Vroom! And then that's how they just walk in the temple. I swear to God, it's in the book. It's crazy. And then ends up fighting all these Jedi and fights the Battle Master. Well, the Battle Master trained Anakin because he trained all the Jedi in fighting in the temple. And he was like, I trained you. I'll kick your butt. Well, his name is, he trained Anakin. Keep that in mind. This is cool. His name is Sin Dralig. What is Sin Dralig backwards? Nick Gillard, who trained Anakin, Hayden Christensen, to fight with swords.
That's awesome.
So the Jedi Battle Master who trained every Jedi in Star Wars is the guy who created the choreography for the prequels.
That's awesome. That's actually really cool.
He was the fighting master of the prequels. He's awesome. He's such a cool dude. You can actually find him if you have any of the old Star Wars like encyclopedia books or whatever. You can find him. It's actually Nick's face.
Wait, there's actually something that like I wanted to show you since I'm not, in my kitchen. I'm actually, in my room.
Yeah, your lighting looks better in here actually.
I got this for
lights behind me in here. Just like a little bit. Like get them on the ground. Have them shine up. Shut up.
I got this for Christmas. It's sick.
Ooh,
this is awesome, bro.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
This is sick. And then I got. You're gonna love this one. I got this.
Oh, is that the new Clone Wars one?
Mm-hmm. It's sick.
I have the old Clone Wars one from like the book fair in elementary school. It only has everything up to like, bro. It only has everything up to season 2 of Clone Wars.
I have like everything from up to season 7 here, bro.
Yeah, that's a season 7 cover. That's dope.
Yeah, man, it's sick.
Funnily enough, the only book that I have a lot of encyclopedias, but they're usually for like specific like one movie.
Yeah,
like Star Wars Episode 1, and then
really?
2, 3, 4 up to 6. And then I have some of the cross sections books, which are really cool, where it shows like the insides of ships and whatnot.
Huh.
Those are dope, dude. The cross sections books are really sweet. You would love them. The only book that I have that is an encyclopedia, other than Lord of the Rings, an encyclopedia for the entirety of the show is actually Red versus Blue.
Really?
Which is a Halo show. If anybody doesn't know, it's a Halo. What used to be called to us back in the day, a machinima. And this show came out in 2001, around when Halo came out, and it's all the way up to season 13, bro. This is where I consider the end of the show. I've not watched I watched Red versus Blue after that. Not the same. I like season 13 ends on a cliffhanger, and then 14 is just, I still love like them and everything, but after the creator of Rooster Teeth left and all these other people, it just was not the same. And now it's Red versus Blue with none of the same characters at all. And it's not. Once you get rid of the freelancers, once you get rid of the Reds and Blues, once you get rid of the jokes that are laugh out loud hilarious, but also the badass fight scenes and the dynamic between all the characters, it just doesn't fit anymore. It's not the same show.
Yeah.
And up to that, the cliffhanger now, I just believe in my head, I'm like, they got out. Like I'll think like my own headcanon, but I have that whole show, dude. You never think that a show about people literally in the game, playing the game. So machinima is like when you're recording your gameplay and making a show out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But they did actual voice actors, real camera work, real like everything, and then they ended up animating like full episodes and things like that. And every season's like an hour to an hour and a half long, right? And because they're all like 2 to 5 minute episodes every week. I think the longest episode was 21 minutes. That's in season 9, 8, I think. And by the way, 6 to 10, best seasons right there. 11 to 13, pretty damn good. But I got the encyclopedia for that, and I could talk about that show forever because it made me laugh my ass off and bawl my eyes out. That show has a crazy, crazy story. Because season 1 starts kind of goofy.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta watch it. And the graphics are kind of buns because it's Halo 1. But then once you start to realize that they're figuring out, like, oh, because they figured out after season 1, like, oh, people actually like this. Let's make it have a full-on story. So then it got wild, dude. And it takes place after the war. Because in episode 1, the one dude's like, I joined the military to shoot some aliens, and the next thing I know, Master Chief goes and destroys the entire Covenant Armada, and I'm stuck here in this box canyon talking to your dumbass. It's very, like, hilarious, very vulgar, but has really good character development and a great story. And I swear to God, when I say it will make you laugh and it will make you cry, and I mean cry.
It's better. It sounds better than
Oh, it's the best Halo show ever. Don't even compare it to that crap that we got last year. Don't even
that show is not a Halo show.
I know you were gonna say it. I'm not even letting you. Don't even say it.
That show is not a Halo show. It's just not.
I had people in chats going like, Red versus Blue was the only Halo show and stuff like that. Because, like, literally, dude, it is so good. It is amazingly good.
They should have made a Halo movie and just, like, hired Peter Jackson to just do the whole, like, trilogy.
Peter Jackson literally gave them the script. It was literally just Halo 3 as a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he's like, but I want to do, like, a whole trilogy, so I want to do Halo 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, oh, no, video game movies don't really do that well, so it's like, oh, my God.
Sonic
do you know how much you would have made with Peter Jackson? Look at Lord of the Rings. And this was right after Lord of the Rings, dude. This was like 2007. He didn't do much in between Lord of the Rings and, like, 2007.
Yeah.
I'm sure he made some movies in between there that I don't remember. But he didn't do much.
No.
This was going to be his next big, like, trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. The man made Lord of the Rings. So then he was like, I'll do The Hobbit instead.
No, but, like, imagine he had done a Lord of the Rings style Halo trilogy, bro. That would have been amazing. That would have been awesome.
That would have been nuts.
I don't know.
Lord of the Rings style Halo trilogy. Just a 3 hour, like 3 hours. Doesn't even have to be.
No, it can just be 2 hours.
2 to 3.5 hours of Halo 1.
Yeah.
Maybe
I feel like
3 hours of dialogue and stuff. Because you have to, and then, here's the thing. It can't just be from Chief's perspective. You have to show the Covenant's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You have to absolutely show what the Covenant is doing, what they're planning, what they think is going on. Because, like, they haven't. Well, you should really start with Reach.
Yeah.
Because you had to see how Chief became a Spartan and everything. So you should really start with Reach if you're going to make. But Reach wasn't out when Peter Jackson, wanted to put this out. Only Halo 1, 2, and 3 were out.
If he were to do it now, though, I think that he would probably do Reach 1, 2, and 3.
Get ready, buddy, because Halo Paramount show Season 2 is in production.
Why?
God knows.
It got shat on.
God probably doesn't even know, actually. He's like, what are you doing? He's up there going,
Satan,
what are you doing?
This show is being made by Satan, bro.
No, even he's probably like, what are you doing? Halo's good.
No,
I don't think anybody, it's like, even Satan was like, sitting there, we're going to make a bad Halo show. And he's like, he took his helmet off? Not that bad. Like, I said bad, not like horrific.
Not totally.
He goes,
bastardizing it.
But
yeah.
God, you took his helmet off.
And that was even bad enough. But then we saw Chief's ass.
You know what? The most egregious thing other than that is life-size Cortana. and not having Sergeant Johnson and all right, I gotta stop, dude, because I could attack this show all day.
I think
I could attack this probably just as much as I could Rings of Power. I'm sorry if anybody here liked it. I'm sorry. I feel bad now, but I don't. But I do.
I don't blame the fans of these shows. I blame the people making these shows. Like it's
because here's the thing. If anybody actually liked them, which statistically not many people did, if anybody actually liked them, you'd love them a lot more if they were to the source material.
Exactly.
You would like them even more.
Exactly. Yeah.
So us complaining about the fact that these shows aren't sticking to the source material and us voicing this to hopefully someone who hears it and is like, wow, look at this. I mean, Hollywood's shown it. We're going to talk about that a second. We should get over to that Ant-Man topic.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a great segue into that, actually. Hopefully Hollywood's looking at, which we know some of them are, that people are upset. People want these things to stay the same way. If you're going to make something, keep it true to the source material. That's not gatekeeping. That's just don't change something that's not broken. Don't take something beloved and change it. Like, to some people, Lord of the Rings is close to, like, the Bible to some people.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole mythos and legendarium, as Tolkien called it.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't go back and change the Bible.
No.
Don't go back and change things that are this important to people like that. And when you do that, yeah, people should have the right to be upset. So when we're saying, hey, the Rings of Power is nothing like Tolkien, imagine if it was just like the Silmarillion. Anybody who likes the show already should go, yeah, maybe it would be better. Not, oh, I hate you because you don't like the show I like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, maybe they have a point. Maybe they've read it.
Yeah.
Maybe they know how much better it could be.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not attacking anybody there. We're saying, like, if you're coming out attacking people, though, like, the people that are, like, trying to spoil Hogwarts Legacy for people and are purposely, like, coming at, like, people that are just saying, I love the game, you're a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Like, that's just wrong. Like, you don't ever see us, like, Roman and I don't particularly enjoy the sequel trilogy, but have we ever said it's wrong if you like it?
No.
No.
Nope.
Have we ever come at the fans of it? No. I was just on Sarver Santa's channel 2 weeks ago. He loves the sequel trilogy. I've got Kylo Ren in the other room. I've got Kylo Ren's lightsaber right here.
I got Kylo. He's literally, like, right there. So it's like, yeah.
But
it's like,
that's the point.
Yeah.
We're not attacking anybody for difference of opinion because that's just that. It's opinion. So I hate when people say on the internet, oh, you have a false opinion. That, by definition, is incorrect.
I don't think an opinion can be false.
No opinion can be false.
Right.
Or when people say you have an invalid opinion, no opinion can be invalid because it is an opinion.
Right. Exactly.
By definition, that is stupid to say that.
Mm-hmm.
The only invalid opinion is by saying that there can be invalid opinions because that is impossible.
Yeah.
That is false.
Yeah, it is.
It's just like, we're not trying to argue with people or fight with people. Sometimes it's fun to debate with people, and sometimes those debates can get in a little fun banter or arguments. You know how it is. But I'm sure it'll happen when we have more guests on here, especially some of our friends. But the point isn't to do that. The point is to just, this is my opinion. This is how I feel about this. This is how I feel about that. Now, I don't ever talk politics with people unless it's specifically meant for some reason we're having a political conversation. Nor do I talk religion with people unless I'm talking about ancient civilizations and things like that and their religion and how it's influenced our religions today. And I'm talking historically. Or if someone actually brings up their views and then they ask me a point on it, I'll give them some of mine. If it's somebody I know is not going to instantly go, I don't like you anymore because of so-and-so.
Well, it's like how like outside of the show, Roland and I are like, really close friends. I would say we're even best friends, and like we don't always agree when it comes to politics, but that part to me doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
No, it's like, he's still one of my best friends, and it's like, it's always gonna be that way, because like I see that Roland comes from like a genuine place, so so it doesn't bother me when I see that he doesn't fully agree with me. Not everybody has to agree with you. I'm not saying you, Roland. I'm saying people in like general. If everybody agreed, then there would be no point in having like a discourse.
Yeah.
It's like
debates in general are a very important thing, I think.
Yeah.
Getting to know other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting to know their side of it, because you don't know how they're feeling, how they're living. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
But we're all also the same.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's very important to keep both of those things in mind, in my experience, when having conversations with people.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can kind of just like you get an angle on them, not in a bad way, but you get an angle on this person, how they think, how they talk, like where they land, and then you can have such good conversation.
Yeah.
And like, but you don't just bring it up like, hey, are you a Republican or a Democrat? Like, that's not how you do that.
Yeah, no.
Those type of conversations happen when like you're sitting with your friend for a while or something, or something comes up and it's, hey, did you see this? And yeah, man, that's kind of weird. What do you think on it? Like you don't just ask somebody that 1 week after you started hanging out with them.
Yeah.
It's not how it works.
Yeah, right.
And if they're blatantly obvious about it, like if they have a Biden shirt or a Trump hat on, then it's like,
yeah,
it's like whatever. There you go. And I'm just using that as an example. But actually, I don't like to bring up religious conversation, but I do find the debate so fun to talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so interesting stuff. Let's see, I'm going to get back into the ancient civilizations of paranormal talk again. I can't. We got to stay on target, because I could talk about how interesting that stuff is all day.
I feel like the main
I had a very philosophical conversation with my friend the other night on Discord.
I feel like the main problem is that the people that are in Hollywood, they're not listening to the main group of people that, and I mean, I might sound like a pretentious douchebag when I say this, but
well, you are. So, I'm kidding. He's not at all.
We pay their paychecks, so
yeah.
So
this was just brought up the other day. Look at the bullet train that was supposed to be made in California.
Yeah,
that was all taxpayer money that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And isn't even a bullet train. They have it going from one town to another in the center of California. It doesn't go anywhere.
But
years ago, it's like 400 million or something. I don't even know if taxpayer dollars, 40 million of taxpayer dollars.
My whole point is, though, Roland, is that we pay Hollywood's checks for them to make these movies.
That's why they're hurting now.
Yeah. And my whole point is, I paid for a ticket to go see this. I paid to go see Avengers, and I'm telling you that I'm not seeing any of the new Marvel movies because I don't care, because I didn't need to see Ant-Man to know exactly what was going to happen, because if you pick up a comic book, it's pretty obvious. But like, even so, I just don't care because when it comes to Marvel, like, I was a Thanos guy, and I also care about Galactus. I never really cared about Kang, but it's also the fact that they don't care about us. So why should I care about what they make?
The suits that are in charge don't care at all about you. They hate nerds. They've said it. They've literally come out and said it.
Yeah.
The people in charge have said it. Look at Pablo Hidalgo. That's one example. There's many others, but that's one example. YouTubers are ticks. Star Wars fans are ticks.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be crying over Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he is the head of the was the head of the writing room.
Yeah.
These people that are writing stuff for the fans, they don't care about us. Some of
No.
them do. Dave does. John does.
Yeah.
There's a couple other great people in Hollywood. Tom Cruise, he cares. When's the last time you saw somebody start their movie with them sitting in a chair with a voice to the audience and say thank you for coming? Before the movie starts, I just wanted to thank everybody.
Yeah.
We worked really hard on this, and we did it all for you, and we couldn't do it without you. Now, even if that was a full-on lie, I've never seen someone do that. And I doubt it was coming from Tom.
Deadpool 2 opening night, I think.
Deadpool 2 opening night did that, yeah.
Yeah.
With Ryan Reynolds, which, again, another great guy.
Yeah.
And let's hope that they don't screw him over with Disney.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, so we were saying
you don't care anymore from them up there. They don't care about us at all.
No, which is why
only some of them do, and that's why you need people that are in charge that are actually do care. And don't get me wrong, I think Kevin Feige cares because he's a fan himself.
I think he answers to Disney, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't think that the suits above him don't care, and a lot of his writers don't care like he does. And with so many projects, he can't have a hand in every one. Yeah, it'll stay produced by Kevin Feige, but he's not in the writing room every day with everyone. He probably was there a lot for Endgame. He was there a lot for Infinity War. He was there a lot for all the major ones. I'm sure. But he's a very busy dude. It's like Kathleen Kennedy's not on the set of The Mandalorian 24/7.
Right. But I feel like
she was there for all the sequel trilogies. You know what I mean? Like the sequel trilogy movies.
I feel like
the big ones. That's the big bucks.
I feel like the thing is, though, them not caring is actually starting to backfire, because, as Roland said at the very top of the show, Ant-Man in its opening week or weekend is not doing well.
People didn't really go and see it on a holiday weekend. I mean, it's President's Day, but
even so,
a lot of people were off on Monday. It's a good weekend to go and see a movie. I mean, at least around the East Coast, it was quite a bit rainy over the time. It's a good rainy day to go see a movie.
That's when you should go and see one. Like,
I know some people went, but a lot of the people that I saw who went were all just going to review it. And I'm not even saying it was an echo chamber. I'm saying I watched so many different people from different opinions on this. I've seen people who are massive Marvel fans like see it and go, eh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking people that are like, oh, I'm done with Marvel type of people that are still massive fans of the comics. I'm saying people that are
that's me.
Fans of the MCU and the comics.
Oh, yeah.
That still go to see every MCU movie. Josh from Den of Nerds.
That takes dedication because
Josh from Den of Nerds, he didn't even see. I think he stopped watching She-Hulk like halfway through. He's like, I can't do this anymore.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's like this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not doing She-Hulk reviews. Like, this is just terrible. And it is. It's so bad, but it's interesting to see even people that are like diehard Marvel fans, like yourself, that go, I can't even go. Like, like for me, even after the sequel trilogy, even after the Rise of Sky or the Last Jedi, I still went and saw the Rise of Skywalker. I still saw Solo.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm still gonna go and see whatever the heck they put out next, because I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to review it, whether it's, and I will be honest no matter what. If it's amazing, I will sing its praises. If it's crap, I will tell you how crap it is.
Yeah.
Same with Mando season 3. And I love Mando.
Mm-hmm.
I think that show is easily like 9 out of 10 for like a Star Wars show. Clone Wars is 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah. I'd say Mando is definitely 8.5 to 9 out of 10. And I will be completely honest with this new season. If it's great, and I'm gonna watch the episodes multiple times before I like review the whole thing, and then I will do a season review with Roman, I'm sure, at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And we might have a guest for that too. But I won't tell you who it is yet because
Nope.
we need to schedule him.
Yep.
But he knows who he is. But
yep. But it's like kind of like what Roland was saying. Like me, someone who like loves like the Marvel comics and who is like a massive Marvel fan. I don't care about Marvel, and it's not even that I don't care about the characters because I still love the characters. It was kind of like what I said a couple of minutes ago, and like I feel like a lot of fans kind of feel the same way. Why should we care and spend our hard-earned money when they don't care about us?
And you're not even making a product that's worth me spending that money. Look at like the prices of tickets now. And did you hear what they're doing now? They're doing now. All the UK people I know are like, bro, it's always been like this over here. I'm like, yeah, but it hasn't here. Now your center seats at AMC theaters, your better view seats, are gonna be way more expensive.
That's why I still go to Regal.
That's why I go to Regal too.
Yeah.
Not only do I know somebody who works there, which has no effect on me. I just get to go in and say, hey,
yeah,
I go there. But I also like their theaters and stuff. But
for people that go to AMC though, that's not fair because like, bro, movies.
If AMC is the only theater you have around, you're gonna have to pay like extra money, maybe even double for like the best seats in the house. Otherwise, you'll be at the floor, you'll be on the sides, you'll be at the top, which I don't even consider the top the best. I think dead set the middle, like the middle 3 rows is probably the best, right?
Yeah.
And those are probably going to be 25, even up to $30 a ticket. Like, that's crazy.
You're paying $30 to go see.
If that doesn't show that the theaters are losing money, that they are forced to do this now, which they've never had to do before.
Nope.
And what do we talk about? How much Hollywood has lost money over the past 2 years? We talked about that a couple podcasts ago. So it's like super obvious now. If you put all this stuff together, people aren't going. The only and Spielberg saying you saved Hollywood with Top Gun. And I would reckon Avatar did the same. Avatar's still in theaters. You can still go see it.
Yeah, it's wild.
And and Avatar 3, dude. Avatar 3 is also 2023, I believe.
Is it really?
Or it's like first quarter 2024. First or second quarter.
Avatar 3 release date. It's coming out December 20th, 2024.
Okay, so it's a year and a half from now.
Yeah.
Basically. A little bit over a year and a half. But that's because they don't want to go up against Dune. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And they probably have some post-production and things to change. But those movies are going to be the big ones.
There's love and care thrown into those movies, which is
John Wick's going to make money. For sure.
Because it's Keanu Reeves, who also cares about the fans. Yeah.
I love him, dude.
Yeah.
He goes, no, I love you. You remember that?
Yeah.
Clip where it's like, I need to get that as a clip.
Yeah.
That I can pull up when we're on here. I'm making a clip right now, actually.
Oh, really?
Some battle droids bumping their fists to some music. They're like
nah,
bumping. But I'm gonna get that clip of Keanu because I need to pull that up for like when we have super chats and stuff. I need to pull that up where Keanu's like, I love you.
I feel like John Wick though is gonna make money because Keanu cares. Yeah, and also and also Keanu cares about the fans. If you have people that actually care about the fans, the movies will make money. So like I think that's the important thing. And like it's not to say that like Paul Rudd doesn't care, but
he definitely does, but Paul Rudd can't be your Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
or your Chris Evans like in that
Yeah.
role, which I don't even think Chris Evans is like a top-notch actor. I really don't.
Robert Downey
But-
Jr. is though. But
Robert Downey Jr. is.
yeah.
But Paul Rudd doesn't have like when I see Paul Rudd, all I can think of is slapping the bass from I Love You Man.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you ever seen that movie, but like no matter what, I always see him just as that funny guy. Like
Yeah.
I haven't seen Ant-Man. I've watched reviews on it. I heard he's good in it. Paul Rudd's pretty much good in everything. It's just, is he gonna be your face now, like the manly guy of the MCU now, like Ant-Man? Like, who else are you gonna have? Him and Falcon? The Winter Soldier still doesn't have a new arm, and it's been like 7 years.
And also,
No,
I
not
was
that
thinking,
one, but you know what I mean, like 4 years.
I was thinking that Moon Knight was going to be like the main man, but
But
now
they made
Moon
him
Knight's not
canon.
canon.
What is that? Why not make him an Avenger? Come on, dude.
Make him the leader. Like,
I don't know if he could be the leader.
I mean, he could be.
Here's our new leader. It's going to be Captain Marvel.
Did you see
with
the poster for that movie?
Oh my god, the poster.
Hold on. Let me just pull it up here.
Okay.
The Marvels poster.
I'm going to get a little bit off topic.
All right.
Yeah, pull this up, right?
Yeah, I got you. This is from IGN. I'm going to share my screen here.
It is not like, what does this poster tell you? And then pull up the Guardians one after that, dude.
Yeah. All right, share screen, Chrome tab, Marvels. There we go. Hold on. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
Bro, what is this poster?
Yeah.
Remember when movie posters were Remember when they were cool?
Dude. Okay. All right. I'm gonna apologize right now for the vulgarness that somebody pointed out about this poster. Scroll up just a little bit.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Look at Captain Marvel in the middle, right?
Yeah.
All right, you see Captain Marvel in the middle? And then you see whoever that is above it.
Yep.
You just need to draw a few lines with curves. And that looks like a human's crotch. I'll just say that. Looks like Captain Marvel is your number 2 place. And that the girl above it, it's not a bad. It is all literally saw someone go like this with 2 lines. They went, oh wait, they went whoop. Woo. It was on, I don't know. It just looks like legs. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It looks like someone is sitting back. It's just like, I know it's vulgar, but like it's a weird looking poster in general. And then like
hold on. I'm
you can find it on Gary's show on like. So, actually, I think Gary freaking tweeted it. To be honest, you can find it on Nerderotics Twitter. It's literally just 4 lines added to the picture, and it looks just like that.
I am pulling up the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 poster.
Oh god, dude!
What is that? What is
Can
that?
you zoom in on that?
I think so. Hold on. Here.
I want to go through this real quick.
I can like literally just like.
Yeah, just pull it up on like images.
Hold on.
Because that looks. Oh, see, for anyone on Spotify, we're pulling these up. I wish you guys could see them. You'll be able to see them in March. But that's more incentive for you to come and check out RG Energy's channel. Come and watch us.
Yeah.
But
I don't know exactly.
Also, just leave us playing on the side on Spotify, but mute it or something.
I don't.
Like, give us the views. I'll
I
show
don't know.
it for us. Let me get the views. I'm grifting right now.
I don't know how to zoom.
All right, can you pull it up on images? Just on Google Images?
Yeah.
Do that.
Just search a movie poster. Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
And you got to change your share. Sorry, we're new to this. We got it. We got it.
Share this tab instead. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
You
So right there.
Yeah, you can see what I'm looking at now, right?
Yeah. Scroll up a little bit.
Okay.
I found it. Go down just a little bit.
Right here?
Yeah, right there.
What is this poster, bro?
And you should be able to full screen that.
How?
On the bottom left right there, is that full screen?
Is it? Oh.
No, I'm just stupid. But anyway.
Hold on.
No. You'll have to save it and everything. Screw it. So you guys can see this. So you can zoom in on your own on YouTube. So
Yeah.
right now, this picture is like, honestly, the other one might have been better. But,
hold on. Share this tab. Yeah, here.
Yeah. All right. This one's better. So look at what they did to my girl, bro. They massacred my girl. Look at Karen Gillan as Nebula.
Bro, what happened to her?
Look at her body, dude.
I know.
That
what
looks
happened to
like
her?
they just photoshopped her head on like a dude's body.
Also, like, what happened to Groot? Like,
Karen Gillan is a good-looking woman,
yeah.
and like she looks nothing like she did in Endgame or Guardians, whatever.
Is it me, or do none of them look the same?
No,
They've all changed.
look at how skinny Quill is. Look at how Quill looks like a skeleton. He looks like Christian Bale from that one movie where he got super skinny. I forget the name of the movie.
The
He actually
Masochist.
emaciated himself for the role. Like, he looks like that. And then Groot looks like he's missing something up there. Like, I don't know.
Look at Rocket too, bro.
I'm thinking of the nicest way to say that Groot looks like he has a different class than everybody else. Different book.
And it's like, why is Drax wearing a jacket? That's probably like the weirdest thing.
Because, all right, here's why. I bet you money. I'll bet you he'll take the jacket off at some point. But I'll bet you that Dave Bautista, he's like, dude, I'm too old to be working out all the time for films. Like, think about all his last roles. He's had a shirt on. And that M. Night Shyamalan movie, he had a shirt on.
Yeah.
And other movie that he did, The Glass Onion, shirt on.
He was also a wrestler for like a really long time.
Batista bomb, bro. My neighbors used to Batista bomb me on the trampoline.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
That one hurt sometimes. But no, I just think everybody in that poster looks weird. Like,
they look different from how they look here.
Look up this poster and zoom in on your own, people, and look at this. It looks so strange and
it's fake looking.
It's like nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what are you showing me there? Look at the other Guardians of the Galaxy posters and look at that one.
Yeah, here.
Like, seriously, look at Guardians of the Galaxy 1 poster.
Guardians 1 movie.
Or look at that Endgame poster you have on your wall that looks even cooler than that. Like,
yeah. Here, look. Can we just like zoom in on it?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's way cooler than and that's just all the characters standing there, yeah, but it still looks better.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
The Guardians are in that.
Yeah. Guardians 1 movie. No, bro. Here, wait.
What's up?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, Jamie, pull that up.
Joe Rogan. Shout out, bro. I would love to hop on to like the Joe Rogan thing.
My God, dude. I would talk to Joe.
I would love to talk to Joe.
Joe's funny as hell. I want to talk to Joe.
You can see this, right?
I want to talk to Joe when he has Alex Jones on. Look at that poster. Look at that poster compared to this. So anybody listening, we have look up the Guardians 1 poster. We have explosions in the background, really cool fire. They have the hero up top shooting. You got the planet in the back. All the names up top. Groot looks cool. Rocket's firing. Gamora's got the sword. Drax has the double swords. Like a whole battle going on in the background. Like
yeah, exactly.
What is this new poster compared to that?
No, look.
Look up 2. Look up Guardians 2.
Oh, right.
Oh my god, look at that. Look at that.
Okay. Guardians 2. Guardians 2 movie poster.
Come on, people, you're seeing this, right? You're seeing this. Does that make you want to go and see this movie?
No, bro.
Did that make you? Yes. You saw that, you're like, oh, that looks kind of
interesting. This one's even cooler. Wait, here.
I do not like the look of Groot in general. I thought that was only going to be for the Christmas special.
Yeah.
I think he looks too bulky.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he needs to just be a little bit because he wasn't even that bulky when he was like in the first one.
No.
Like
hold on. Groot. This isn't letting me scroll down. I hate this. Nah. Okay, here. I'm just gonna find the poster. All right. Yeah, here. I found it right here.
Gonna find the poster.
Yeah. I found it. Hold on.
Boom, 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 boom.
I found it. Look at this.
Look at that. That's a movie you want to go see.
Exactly. Right. How?
That's a movie I want to see, man.
And I love that movie. It's dope.
That looks fun.
Yeah.
That looks fun. That just looks fun. Like you see that you're like, okay, I don't even need to see the trailer. That looks fun.
Exactly, bro. And it's like, or hold on.
They do get the same guy to do all the posters for Disney. That they have to, because every single poster has for all of Marvel and all of Star Wars since Disney bought them, red and blue backgrounds.
Like,
yeah,
even this.
Yeah, you see that, and you go, "There's gonna be a good movie."
Yeah, it's like,
have you ever seen a flaming bat symbol before?
No, it's like
you see that, you're like, okay, this movie's gonna be nuts. You already get the feel from that poster that the movie's gonna be dark.
Yeah,
it's gonna be testing Batman. It's gonna be crazy. He's got his head down in shadow, so you know that he's upset about something.
Yeah, exactly.
This movie's gonna be really testing Batman.
The art of movie posters matters, and like now it's dead. They don't put love into it.
Look up the Force Awakens poster.
I got you.
And look up the Infinity War poster.
Oh, okay.
They're the same.
Are they actually?
Marvel and Disney, that's why I said they must have the same guy. Every poster that they make is red and blue with the main hero in the center and then everybody else out to the sides.
Infinity War.
But they're all red and blue backgrounds.
Force Awakens.
Or purple. Red, blue, or purple backgrounds. And the Wakanda Forever poster and the Black Panther 1 poster are exactly the same as the Endgame poster and the Infinity War poster. Okay. And the Force Awakens.
Hold on. Yeah. I'll share it in a second, guys. I'm still getting used to Streamlabs. Yeah, but
we got it. Keep everybody busy.
Share screen. Boom.
But it's wild because when you look at all of these posters from the past like 10 years.
Even so though. This is still a dope poster. Like it's like,
yeah, it's still a dope poster, but you look at that
compared to the Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens poster. And then the Endgame one. Wow, $850.
Yeah.
That must be
compared to the Force Awakens poster.
Very similar. Red and blue.
Yeah.
No, I'm not looking at that one. I'm looking at the one on the left. That one.
Yeah. It's like
red and blue, and then if you look up The Last Jedi, right? If you look up The Last Jedi poster, and then I think it's Endgame or Civil War or something.
Yeah, no, I see.
See the similarities?
Yeah, compared to Captain America Civil War. Captain America.
It might be Civil War or Doctor Strange. Maybe it's Doctor Strange.
Civil War poster. I mean, yeah.
No, the one to the right. The one to the right.
Right here?
Nah, the one right above that one. You see it? Right there. Fourth one in to the right.
Right there. Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah. Hey.
They're all red and blue with the main characters at the top, and they all go out to the left and right, and the red and the blue are always on the same side.
Bro, I never even thought of that, bro. It's wild.
It's weird when you look at it, right?
Yeah.
No Spotify viewers who can't see this, but again, go to the channel, watch us. Look at our beautiful faces, talk to you.
Sub to this channel.
Go and sub to my channel that has no videos yet.
Yes, sir.
Rolo Films.
Get me to 200 subs, and then I will force Rolo here to watch the last Airbender movie.
Yeah, he's gonna make me do that. Yeah.
So maybe don't get me
subs, and I'm gonna watch the Airbender movie for you. You know, you're worth more than that. You're worth more than 200 subs to watch that movie.
Maybe I'll do it for like 500 subs.
Let's get him to 400 subs.
All right, deal. That'll be the 400 sub. Yeah.
We'll watch. We'll still do it for you though, but we get like, we can make 200 something. But I feel like if you want us to watch that movie, you already know how we feel about it. You want us to watch that together. You kind of gotta give us a little more capiche here, a little bit of something, a little bit more dough, a little bit more love per se.
Hey, yeah.
Little huggies.
Speaking of love, I gotta wrap up because I gotta go because I have to go to work soon. But so listen, bro.
Love work.
Yeah. So just plug yourself fast, and then we will.
I don't want to plug myself fast.
Do you guys see what I deal with? This is what he is like in real life, but it's like all of the time, constant.
Yeah,
but
yeah, Bert, dude.
But yeah, nah.
Shout out to Bert. Shout out to you, you little turd, you.
Bert, we have to, get you on to the show. But
that'll be a fun episode. You guys will be cracking up.
I am RG_energy on Insta, and then on YouTube, which you are currently watching now. I am capital R, capital G, space energy, no underscore. And I just want to say thank you all for watching. You are all miraculous people, and we couldn't do this without you guys. So next week, Mando, baby.
Next week is Mando. Next week we have a guest. That's gonna be great. Mm-hmm. Alex is returning. That'll be a lot of fun.
We're going to be talking a lot of anime.
Next Tuesday is going to be a really, really interesting day for us. Also, I do want to say we'll be recording 2 this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2, not 4. 2. This week, we're going to do another one this weekend for you guys because we both have time and we figured let's talk about something fun. So, if you have any random topics you want to toss into the comments or something like that, we don't really have a plan for what we're going to be talking about this week. All we know is current events and fun stuff.
Yeah.
And interesting things. So that'll probably be Friday or Saturday for us.
Yeah.
And then, you guys will get our Mando reviews next week. I'll see you all, in Star Wars Theories live chat if you're there. If you're staying up with me, I'll see you there. You'll see my name in the chat going, and I might pop in to see who else is streaming it because I'm sure X-Wing might be around and Echo Base might be around. Shout out to them. Shout out to King's Advisors.
I'm hyped. Let's do this, baby.
Yeah, you can find me over at my usual socials. Rolo Lord on Twitter, Rolo Films on Instagram, Rolo_Films, Rolo_Lord on Instagram. You can find me right here at Rolo Films on YouTube. I don't have any videos up yet, but you can pre-order my videos, technically speaking, by subscribing right now. And then as soon as the videos are out, you'll get your notifications first. Yeah. And it's free.
That's smart. Yeah.
Free.
Yeah.
So why not do it? Right? So yeah, you guys can check me out over at Rolo Films. And
you know what? I'm gonna put you into the community tab. And then
Word.
I'm gonna have all of my folks sub. So yeah.
I don't even have my my profile picture up yet. I'm making one. So I'm not just gonna throw up something random. I want to make one. So
dope.
Yeah, it's in its infancy stages. Think of it as you're raising my channel. You're here. The more of you that show up in the beginning, the better I'll be when I first hatch. You're raising the egg that is my channel.
The egg that is Rolo.
Dragon's egg, because I'm loving Harry Potter, Hogwarts.
Well,
but it's great today. It's awesome talking to you guys. Thank you so much.
This is a fun talk, y'all.
Yeah, you guys always rock. We love just rambling on. Can't wait till we have more people. Next week we got Alex. Next week we got Mando. And we got more guests coming after that. So stay tuned.
We love you guys.
We're cooking with gas now.
Cooking with gas, baby.
We're cooking with Rhydonium from Star Wars. We're blowing it all up. Let's go.
Talk to y'all later. Rolo, peace out, Brody.
Hail, everybody. Peace out. Much love.